Have you ever wondered what lies behind the glittering surface of the startup world? This world, often painted with broad strokes of success stories and billion-dollar valuations, is a dazzling spectacle that bewitches many. Yet, like any spectacle, it's only part of the story. Behind the glamour of this scene, there's a grittier side that often goes unseen. This is a world of relentless effort, sleepless nights, and high-stakes decisions. It's a world where the glimmer of the spotlight often obscures the shadows of struggle and ethical dilemmas. It's a world that's as complex as it is captivating. Enter Arvind Arora and Pranesh Jain, two individuals who've delved deep into this intricate labyrinth. Arora, an esteemed teacher and motivational speaker, and Jain, a renowned financial data analyst and startup advisor, have joined forces to shed light on these shadows. Their book, The Dark Side of Startup, is a beacon that illuminates the unseen realms of the startup world. The Dark Side of Startup covers a wide array of topics, each one a crucial thread in the complex tapestry of the startup scene. They explore the often misunderstood concept of share ownership, navigating the labyrinthine world of startup valuation, and the challenging journey of fundraising. These topics, though seemingly mundane, are the very pillars upon which the edifice of a startup is built. They are the gears that keep the startup machine running, often hidden from view, yet crucial to its operation. So, we've seen the glamour, and we've glimpsed the grit. We've marveled at the success stories and acknowledged the struggles. We've delved into the complexities of share ownership, startup valuation, and fundraising. We've seen the alluring surface and peeked into the shadows. But what if we pull back the curtain? What do we find there? In the world of startups, not everything that glitters is gold. Venturing into the startup world is akin to embarking on a thrilling expedition. The lure of glittering success is potent, but beneath this shiny exterior, there lies a less glamorous reality. There are struggles and setbacks that are often tucked away, hidden behind the dazzling veneer of rapid growth and breakthrough innovation. Imagine a startup as a ship setting sail into uncharted waters. The excitement of the voyage is palpable, the anticipation of discovery exhilarating. Yet, as the ship navigates through the vast ocean, it faces turbulent waves and stormy weather. The same is true for startups. They confront a sea of challenges, from securing funding and maintaining cash flow to scaling operations and retaining talent. The road to success is paved with trials and tribulations. The book, The Dark Side of Startup, throws light on these often overlooked struggles. It underscores the importance of stability and profitability, two crucial anchors that can help a startup weather the storm. The pursuit of rapid growth, while exciting, can sometimes blind entrepreneurs to these fundamental aspects. Take, for instance, the story of a startup that aimed to revolutionize the tech industry. Driven by the desire for quick expansion, they overlooked the importance of a stable business model and a path to profitability. As a result, when the market fluctuated, their ship began to wobble. They found themselves adrift in a sea of uncertainty, struggling to stay afloat. Or consider another startup that focused solely on raising funds. They were successful in attracting investors, but without a solid business model and a profitable revenue stream, they eventually found themselves in choppy waters. Their story serves as a stark reminder that raising funds is not the end game. It's merely a means to an end. These stories from the shadows of the startup world remind us that success is not just about rapid growth and market disruption. It's also about building a sustainable and profitable business. They remind us that while the journey may be fraught with challenges, it's these very struggles that shape the journey, that make the voyage worthwhile. The journey to success is never easy, and it's often fraught with unexpected challenges. When the stakes are high, how do you maintain your integrity? This is a question many entrepreneurs grapple with as they navigate the turbulent waters of startup culture. Ethical dilemmas in startups are more common than you might think. Behind the glittering facade of innovation and success, thorny issues often lurk in the shadows. For instance, think about the ownership of shares. Startups often face the challenge of dividing equity fairly among founders, employees, and investors. This can lead to conflicts of interest, where personal gain might be prioritized over the long-term health of the startup. Another ethical quagmire startups often find themselves in revolves around raising funds. It's no secret that startups need capital to grow, but at what cost? Some entrepreneurs might be tempted to overstate their startup's potential or underreport its risks to attract investments. However, this kind of deception can damage relationships with investors and could even lead to legal troubles down the line. So how do you navigate these ethical dilemmas? Arvind Arora and Pranesh Jain, authors of The Dark Side of Startup, suggest maintaining a strong ethical stance even in high-pressure situations. They believe that honesty and transparency are the cornerstones of a successful startup. When dealing with matters of share ownership, they suggest clear and upfront communication about how equity is divided. This not only prevents misunderstandings, but also fosters a culture of trust within the startup. As for raising funds, the authors caution against the temptation of deception. Instead, they advocate for presenting a realistic picture of the startup's potential and risks. Sure, this might make fundraising a bit more challenging, but it also ensures that the startup attracts the right kind of investors, those who believe in its vision and are willing to support it through the ups and downs. The true test of a startup's success isn't just in its profitability, but also in its integrity. Remember, a successful startup is not just about making money, but also about making a positive impact. And that starts with maintaining your integrity, no matter how high the stakes might be. So, what can we learn from the dark side of startups? As we've navigated through the grit and glamour, the struggles, and the ethical dilemmas, a few key insights have emerged. First, the importance of share ownership and understanding startup valuation cannot be overstated. These are not just numbers on a spreadsheet, but the building blocks of your enterprise. Second, raising funds is a significant milestone, but it's not the finish line. Stability and profitability are the true markers of success. This means having a sound business model and a plan for sustainable growth. Third, ethical issues are not just about legality, they're about the character of your venture. They can make or break your reputation, so tread carefully and always strive to do what's right. We highly recommend delving into The Dark Side of Startup for a more comprehensive understanding of these issues. It's a beacon of light illuminating the shadows of the startup world. The road to success is never easy, but with insight and integrity, it's a journey worth taking. Share your thoughts in the comments below.